So I'm not one of these Los Angeles Laker fans that's fickle with LeBron. Now, keep in mind who I was. I have been a Los Angeles Lakers diehard since I was 5 years old. I'm 28 now. So this has been 23 years of a love-hate relationship with my Lakers, but I'm riding. Everybody knows me. All my friends know I'm a Lakers diehard, period. That's who I am. That's how I'm going to die. I am going to be a Los Angeles Lakers fan forever. I came in this thing in the Shaq and Kobe era. I ran it through and through. As Shaq left town, won his championship in Miami, I stayed with my man's Kobe. He's my favorite player of all time. I rode it out with Kobe through some bad times, but I was rewarded on the back end of staying with Kobe with 2 championships on the back end of his prime. You see where I'm going with this? I rode it out through them awful Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram years, but I was rewarded with a bubble championship a couple seasons ago with LeBron James joining the Lakers and taking care of business with Anthony Davis. The point I'm trying to make is I will ride. I will ride. Now, there are some Laker fans out there that I kind of get mad at because they hard on LeBron James. I understand why they're hard, but at the end of the day, he's us. He's with us right now. He's wearing that purple and gold. I'm going to rock out with him. I am with LeBron, but I have to admit something to you guys. This past weekend was something that I can't defend as a Laker fan that's accepting of LeBron James and all of his gifts. He is truly one of the greatest talents this game has ever seen. He's in the midst of one of the greatest careers this game has ever seen. But what that man just pulled over the weekend, and I don't believe it's being talked about enough. We'll see what happens on debate television all over today. That was disgusting and disrespectful to the game of basketball, what LeBron pulled. So let me catch you guys up. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, you probably heard it if you haven't already. He was interviewed, and he recently said some of LeBron James's recent actions are beneath him. Some people don't know exactly what Kareem's talking about in reference to LeBron. Kareem's been riding LeBron hard lately, not going to lie to you guys. He was not happy about a meme LeBron James posted earlier, in which it was like the Spider-Man meme in regards to COVID-19 after LeBron was hit with a positive test. Kareem did not like how LeBron was in some ways insinuating what is COVID, right? Like a lot of us are kind of like, yo, is this thing, how real is it, right? Kareem was pretty critical of LeBron, who, by the way, is vaccinated in that regard. And also keep in mind, Kareem was not happy with LeBron James flexing his big mahonas after he knocked down a couple big shots against the Indiana Pacers earlier in the year. But I think it had something to do with something LeBron James did over the weekend. I'll explain it to you. On 3/27, March 27th, last week, the Lakers lost to the Pelicans on the road. The Pelicans played really hard. They're in the play-in tournament as of today, and they beat the Lakers. LeBron actually got hurt in that game. He actually rolled his ankle really bad. It was a very bad roll of the ankle. A lot of guys would have immediately been done for the year, but LeBron James is a warrior. Hell, to me, the greatest thing about LeBron James is his game is not his passing ability, not the fact that he's going to end up being have the most points of all time of anybody when it's all said and done. To me, it's his longevity via his athleticism. To me, that's what makes him greater than anybody. He's, to me, the greatest athlete ever. I'm talking about this as a specimen. We've never seen somebody take care of their body the way LeBron has. That's, to me, the biggest, greatest part of his legacy over anything else. So if anybody could stay out there and play, it was LeBron. Though his team lost against the Pelicans on March 27th, LeBron played pretty darn well. Okay, after that game, LeBron said his ankle hurt really bad. He ends up sitting out the Lakers' next 2 ball games. They lose to Dallas and they lose to Utah. That sets up an April Fool's Day matchup of extreme importance, extreme magnitude for the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, just trying to keep their season alive. This time, on April Fool's Day, Friday night, the Lakers get a rematch with the Pelicans on their home court. Anthony Davis makes his return. He was 5-0 against the New Orleans Pelicans. Had never lost to his former team when he played. April 1st, that morning, LeBron James gets on Twitter and tweets out, "I'm sorry, y'all, man. I'm done for the season." Immediately when I read that tweet, I said, "No, you're not. You're not. The reason why I knew LeBron was lying and pulling an April Fool's joke to me that was in bad taste, I'll explain that more in a second, was because I know LeBron's chasing that scoring title. See, for those who don't know, LeBron has to have something every year to add to his legacy. I'm not even mad at that. He's just smart with business. Like, he's just really good at business. So everything is a business opportunity to him. So this season for LeBron will be known as the year that he won the scoring title at age 37 in his 19th year. I know what he's doing. It's smart, right? He's trying to change the narrative over what was an awful season for that Lakers team. I get it. I understand it. It's smart. He's doing that. He is leading Giannis by like 0.2 of a point for the scoring title. Here's the one dilemma that LeBron's facing right now. To qualify for the scoring championship, you have to play 58 games. I think LeBron's at 55. I think he's at 56 games. I knew for a fact he wasn't done for the season. So when I saw the tweet, I was like, yeah, I don't care if LeBron's got to drag that leg out there. He's playing 2 more games this season. He's going to qualify for that scoring championship that he currently leads. So I don't know what he was talking about. I knew that was a lie from nothing else. He was going to win that scoring championship. He's going to win that. That's his. I don't care if he's got to go out there and pull a Kobe in his last game of his career for the Lakers the last couple games. He is going to win that scoring championship one way, one how, especially if the Lakers statistically are eliminated from the play-in tournament by the last 2 games. LeBron is playing 58 games. So for him to get on social media with the millions of followers that he's got, also every time he posts, every basketball blog site in the world is going to pick it up. Immediately everybody says goodbye to LeBron for the season. Some people say, could this be an April Fool's joke? That night, that Friday night, LeBron plays. He plays alongside Anthony Davis. Might I add, LeBron played, again, pretty darn good, right? The Lakers pretty much at full strength. It's the healthiest that they've been in a couple months. The Lakers lose to the Pelicans, who are missing Zion, by the way. They've been playing better ball as of late. CJ balling, Brandon Ingram balling. The Lakers get their asses handed to them on their home court in a game that they must win to keep their play-in tournament hopes at bay. They lose. If you think this video was about the Lakers losing to the Pelicans, you are gladly mistaken. After that, the next game, Sunday, the Lakers play the Denver Nuggets. Guess who's out with injury? LeBron James. To me, that is one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen from a guy that's been so classy and professional throughout his career. LeBron, why are you playing around with fire? LeBron is online joking about being out for the season, and then he actually missed a Sunday game, another important game against Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets, in which the Lakers lost again, and now they're barely in the play-in tournament situation. Barely. LeBron's on Twitter with the playoff in a couple days, joking about injury, saying he's out for the season. Yo, you don't play with that. You just don't do that. The injury gods will come calling for you. I really believe that type of stuff. Especially for a guy like LeBron. I'm not talking about what LeBron gave Cleveland first time around. I'm not talking about what LeBron gave Miami first, when he played there, or what he gave Cleveland second time around. LeBron as a Laker, since we got him at age 33, in the 4 or 5 years he's been with us, we've gotten a guy that's been injury prone. The only reason why we don't talk about the amount of injuries that LeBron has had is because, number one, he's older, and I think a lot of us just respect that the brother's still out there competing hard night in, night out. Number two, Anthony Davis has been so injury prone that you really don't even talk about LeBron. Like, as bad as LeBron's injuries have been, AD has been, he can't even play 3 games in a row at this point in his career. So that's why we don't talk about the injuries with LeBron. But he has been a guy that's been injury prone. Like, the Lakers ain't got this great version of LeBron like the Cavaliers got. The Heat got this durable guy that never got hurt. We've gotten an injury-prone guy that's missed significant time in significant spots, and many could argue if he didn't miss that time, we would have been in the postseason easily. One of the most disgusting things I've ever seen that brother, to get on social media and joke about an injury and then on the next day miss a game to an injury. I mean, come on, y'all. Bro, there are thousands of dollars being spent to watch LeBron James play basketball every night, especially in crypto.com. And you playing with fire? You playing with people's money? I could not believe he did that. Could not believe it. I had the pleasure to watch KD over the weekend in Atlanta drop 55. And just watching those kids smile, seeing the product that they paid for, cannot believe somebody like LeBron played around with fire and then ended up getting hurt.